Hello everyone, I am back to do a little bit of MSQ today. So I was rewatching some of the cutscenes for 4.3, and I realized that in the video I was watching, there's a little bit at the end that I hadn't seen yet. So it turns out that there's actually one more quest in 4.3. Even though I already got the achievement for Under the Moonlight last quest that I did. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And then after that, I'll switch over to Eureka and hit level 20. I'm level 19, and I just have a little bit more to go until I hit level 20. Hello, Pawn Shop. I'm doing good. How about you? I hope you had a great Christmas week. Emissary of the Dawn. With thoughts of Alphino's plight weighing heavy on her mind, Alice might welcome some company. It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we can do for now is wait for word from Alphino. Oh yeah, we get to hear about how his trip to Garlemald is going. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and your encounter with this new primal especially. That's right, we gotta fill in Y'shtola on what's happened. I'll put the kettle on then. That table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. It is pronounced Tsukuyomi, correct? A figure from Far Eastern mythology, no doubt. Christmas was good, just playing through more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth now, trying to finish it before Rebirth comes to PC. Nice. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Uh-oh. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time. Yes. Seems like we got some big stuff about to happen. Let's see. Interesting. So this Tsukuyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susano, via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right. They believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalogue of such relics. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. I see. So there's like a certain relics out there that allow for the summoning of primals. A fine idea. And I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help us to prevent further summoning in the region. Seems like she also used crystals in addition to the relic. So it seems like you need at least a little bit of crystals to summon with a relic. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Hien will wish to welcome our resident expert on aetherology. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? It certainly looks that way. Come on, sit down. Tell us how your investigations went. Yeah, join us, Thancred. Join the cool kids table. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhose gravekeepers. They all told me the same story. Once Lise and her officers had confirmed Xenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. Seems there little reason to doubt their testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Xeno's grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamegan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scrowl was removed, as per Lisa's introduction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like that the corpse was already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Ascian has taken up residence within it. I think the second option seems more likely. Unless we're dealing with doppelgangers here. If Asahi was as fervent as a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Ascian, and proceed accordingly. Yeah, I agree. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphino and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Meanwhile, on the Imperial hypersonic assault craft FFXIV 25, I think that is. Master Alphino, we're making good speed towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, it's just I can see naught from my cabin, and was curious to know the land over which we flew. I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such necessities. Niceties. I am happy to indulge in your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Authard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but malms upon malms of lifeless earth. I've read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of aether. Interesting. Aye. It is believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. So there's so many primals were summoned that it just drained the land dry. When Emperor Solus first came to Authard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. Such devastation. He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence, and issued an empire-wide decree on ordering the eradication of all such entities. Report. Okay, so that's what inspired the Garleans to start hunting primals? Was what happened here? This is very interesting. We're under attack, sir. Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech? But who? Ah! All cannons, return fire. Damage report. The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Damn it. They knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact. Oh gosh. Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We've landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged, and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye. Aye. Oh, this is an event. Wait, we get to play as Alphino? Nice. Master Alphino, might I ask you to search for survivors? I will see to our injured helmsman. Got Ruin 3, Physic, Tri-Shackle, Starstorm. Okay, it's a single target heal, AoE, and then a limit break looking action. This is awesome. Search for survivors. Don't see anyone else around here. Anyone under this ripple? Okay, we gotta destroy this. There is someone under there. Thanks. I don't think I would have made it. Yes, you very likely saved his life. The question is who would try to take its remains, however. Put the last few out of their misery. The prince wishes none alive. The prince... They've come not to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons. Post Stormblood is so good. Glad to hear it. This is taking an interesting direction already. What is here? Gives me a buff. Uh-oh. Confound it. Not here. Not like this. Oh, who's that? New person? What? Who in the Emperor's name? Enemies of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alphino. Let us finish this then. Alphino's had his fair share of crises. Makes sense how he's so calm here. Interesting how we're getting into all the Garlean stuff. It's like different Garlean factions fighting against each other. Oh, what's that? Wow. Nice. Storied Mage. Should probably stand in the buff area over here. By Emperor, that man is a fiend. Cross formation, deploy restraints. Ah, a child's trick. What is going on here? I need to free him, whoever that is. Oh, I have my limit break ready. Nice. That was the caster limit break one. My thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. Well, well. I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a Scion. This guy knows who he is. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. But I would speak of the present. Know your assailants and the severity of your predicament. The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. And I could venture a guess as to their motive, but you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking, and as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Asian mask. The face of our prey. So they're after the Asians too. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed, we accept your gracious offer, Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. Ooh. That's a cool name. Come. Wait. More Asian masks? And that one looks different. Wait, was that... That last one kind of looked like what Belzar was wearing. Ugh, this is intolerable. But as much as I wish it were otherwise, there's nothing we can do for Alphino now but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. And I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Homeboy does not like the Asians. Yeah. He's collected a bunch of those masks. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory, and stealth is all important. It is safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. I'll go with him, yeah. And how exactly would that be any better? Ahem. I must refuse your company as well, my friend. Formidable though you are, the success of my mission demands on moving unnoticed. Lest you forget, you've grown rather famous. I trust you understand. Yeah, it makes sense. But I want to go to Garlemald. Fine. Just promise you'll be careful. Well, I had best put on my skulking boots. There will be no room for mistakes once I've crossed the border from Alamigo. Alice and her brother bicker as all siblings do, but she worries for him nonetheless. 'Twould be a kindness if you were to visit from time to time, and distract her from her cares. It seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all, but I will stay behind, as I have been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happened to involve a silver tongue and soft souls. I promise to send word the moment I learn aught of consequence. See that you notify me, too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldenard vessel to bear me thither, but I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area, Jaguar. With any luck, I'll have a painfully detailed report from Alphanote to share. Yeah, it might be a while before we get that report, though. Alphanote's kind of stranded in the middle of nowhere. You've learned the emote Ponder. Nice. So that's the end of 4.3. Emotes. Ponder. Nice. Alright. So next time we do an MSQ stream, we'll start patch 4.4 then. And now let's switch over to Eureka. And I've almost hit level 20. Which should be the max for Animos. And we have another quest to do here. This is it, Jaguar. The last piece of magicite in Animos. The last obstacle to us restoring the Aethernet. I'm sure of it. This one looks to be far, far to the northeast, beyond the Val River. Probably an uncanny valley. It won't be easy, though. According to our measurements, that area has some of the highest concentrations of ether in this region. Any beasts that can endure that are like to be formidable opponents. Alright, so Uncanny Valley. And I've been grinding Eureka off camera. I'm level 19, almost at level 20. So if I find some mobs that are around my level, I should just need to kill a few more. Looks like there's a fate up. Might as well do that since we're on the way. Or since it's on the way, rather. How many people are in Eureka right now? Quite a few. Looks like we have a bunch of lower levels. Alright. Now let's head to Uncanny Valley. Find that quest objective. We've got some higher level monsters around here. I should be able to kill a few of those. And look, there's our quest objective right there. That was easy to find. Oops. Didn't mean to pull those. This is a dangerous situation. I think I'm just gonna run. Okay, let's just kill this one. Despite your best efforts, you failed to locate a confluence of ether or any pieces of magicite. Cutscene? Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the Resistance, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you are capable of holding your own this far from Port Surgate. I came to this dreadful place to investigate a disturbance in the ethereal currents. Perchance you'd be so kind as to tell me your reason for being here as well. So this magicite you seek was the cause of these confluences, was it? I see. Glad to hear that Kryl is still capable of conducting the most rudimentary research. I thank you for sharing with me your findings. I shall share with you my own discovery by way of gratitude. I believe this is the stone you were looking for. Keep it. I have no use for such baubles. Consider it payment for your information, if you prefer. This island was ever filled with danger and death, despite its once close proximity to the motherland. No one bothered to settle it for that very reason. Circumventing these hazards was one of the reasons the students devoted so many resources to the construction of an expansive Ethernet. Restoring it is an admirable endeavor. I wish you and Kryl the best of luck in it. You may tell her I said as much. However, I still intend to find my own way to return to the headquarters. Go well, adventurer. I shall find you again if I have information to share. On closer inspection, the stone you received from Ichika does appear to be another piece of magicite. Magicite you have obtained may be used in conjunction with your magia board. Nice. So now I have 5 pieces to spend. Should just need to kill like 5 more of these enemies. And I think that's enough to hit level 20. Two more. That was cutting it a little bit close there. Okay, just one more. And that should be all I need to hit level 20. Yeah, there we go. Now I am max level for this area of Eureka. Now let's go turn in this quest to Cryo and see if there's anything else, any other quests to do. Good to see you again. Not that I ever doubted you would return, but it still feels good regardless. As usual, we were able to confirm your removal of the magicite from here, though I must say it seemed as though you secured it rather more quickly than before. Did you make exceptionally good time or such? Ijeka found it first. That comes as a surprise. What other method could he be considering to reach our headquarters? Well, there's no point in worrying over it. He has his ways, we have ours. Restoring the Aethernet remains our best way forward, I believe. Speaking of which, we've almost finished. That piece of magicite you brought back does indeed appear to have been the last interfering with the natural flow of the life stream in this region. It might not be enough to guarantee safe travel directly to our headquarters, but at the very least it might allow us to reach nearby regions. Of course, there's still an inherent risk in teleporting to an unattuned beacon, one that may no longer exist even. Death, albeit a painless one, resulting in becoming lost in the life stream. Fortunately, the Aethernet relays we have developed should mitigate the risk significantly, assuming, that is, that the one here in Animos is functioning properly, which is what I need you to confirm. You'll need to head northeast across the Val River swale again. Look for a door inside the ridge to Aethernet control. The relay won't be hard to find. Alright, we get a marker this time. Ethernet relay. Though the relay bears no visible signs of damage, it does not appear to be functioning at the moment. This is Kryl. Call it an educated guess, but I thought you might have arrived at the Ethernet control by now. If so, how does it look? Well, at least it wasn't smashed to pieces. If your assessment is correct, we may be able to reintegrate it into the Ethernet. This may not sound like the most elegant solution, but 60% of the time it works every time. Right. We're going to flood the relay with a massive amount of ether to wake it up, as it were. To that end, we're going to need to amass a substantial quantity of Animos crystals. 99 crystals, assuming my calculations are correct. I know it's a lot to ask, but I believe this is our best bet. Once you have them, bring them to Ethernet control, and I'll walk you through the process. Wait, so I need Animos crystals, which are these bigger ones. But I have like 416 of the smaller ones. Wonder if there's a way to transform the smaller ones into bigger ones. Looks like all I can do is transform the bigger ones into smaller ones. Alright then, so it seems like I'll need to grind some more crystals to continue. Okay, I guess I'll end the stream there. Thanks for watching. I will post a stream schedule later today to show when I'm going to be streaming this next week. And yeah, gonna be doing some more side content, and then probably the week after this upcoming week is when I'll do some more MSQ. Alright, thanks for joining. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later. Alright, take care. See ya.